Brad Skelly has returned to his normal job after being kicked off Married at First Sight UK. The 28-year-old was spotted stacking shelves and savers in his hometown of Grimsby following his stint on the E4 show. He was axed from the programme after displaying controlling and coercive behaviour towards his bride Shona Manderson. Brad, who introduced himself on the show as a model, is now keeping busy working in retail with a new look. Brad was seen wearing his Savers uniform and lanyard as he posed next to bottles of fragrances on display. The pictures were shared by the official Savers Grimsby Facebook page, and Brad is sporting a much shorter hairdo. He was also snapped wearing a headset next to his colleagues as they enjoyed some sweet treats from Greggs. The TV star's Married at First Sight introduction read, Grimsby-based model Brad is comfortable and secure in who he is and doesn't care what people think of him, as long as he is being his authentic self. Brad was paired with Shona at the beginning of the series, with the two seemingly getting along like a house on fire. They were quick to drop the L-bomb, but things took a turn for the worse when they started clashing about everything and anything. Viewers became concerned about Shona, 31, as they accused Brad of being love-bombing her. Eventually, the show relationship experts reached a similar conclusion and forced Brad and Shona to quit the experiment due to the gaslighting concerns. He recently returned for the show's reunion, but viewers were left furious. Taking to X, formerly known as Twitter, viewers slammed the producers for being irresponsible. One fan wrote online, "Thought the thug was kicked off for violent behavior. Why has he been allowed back? All about ratings, not protecting the cast's well-being." #Mufsick, alongside a swearing face emoji. Another blasted the decision, writing, "I don't really get this show tbh. They ask Brad to leave because he's abusive and controlling, but invite him back for the reunion. All good, you only kicked him off for a reason." Another outraged viewer wrote, "How did they allow Brad on this reunion?" Mr. Gaslighter Universe, another agreed, writing, "Why is Brad at the reunion and not in jail?" Speaking to the Mirror last month, Brad admitted he was never in love with Shona, but the highly emotional environment with no external influences and guidance made it easy to confuse lust with love. He told us, "I most definitely can confirm that I wasn't in love, but at that time, it was a strong feeling of lust that I got confused with." Yeah, because you haven't got a lot of external influences or guidance like you have on the outside world. Like on the outside world you have a lot of freedom and flexibility to actually find out if that's the case. You know, when in there I was really trying to make it work. So I think a lot of the time with me saying these things I was trying my hardest, you know, to really make things work, but I was really trying to navigate myself, to be fair." The model also claimed he never intended to project certain terminology onto Shona. Agreeing with the experts for calling him out and correcting him, he said, "I agree with what they're saying about his controlling language. So the way that I project certain terminology, however, is never intended that way. So for me, when I expressed that if I allow Shona to do this, then she will never learn. Yeah, it was more so the whole conversation was coming from the heart and a sense of, well, if me and Shona or partnership, and we're sort of trying to look out for each other, it's in each other's best interests to sort of have each other's back, you know, so if we allow each other to go rogue or to want to guide each other, you know what I mean? So if we allow each other to fall into situations that we're aware of, we will both never learn." It was obviously snipped at the part where I said that, and I can completely understand how it looks. Shona has since moved on from Brad with fellow Married at First Sight contestant Matt Pillmore. They met at the Muffs reunion in June and they've been quietly dating ever since. Follow Mirror Celebs on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube and Threads.